Justice Prakash, you think that Justice Chandrachud is at least guilty of the fact that he's trying to publicly show that, he's a Hindu, he has Hindu leanings, because religion is a personal thing, and publicly doing a puja along with the Prime Minister, because what is perceived of a CJI is that he's a protector of the Constitution, he's a protector of secularism, and then showing an open display of Hinduism. Not that it's a crime, but putting this out in public display. Do you think that somewhere he's crossed a Lakshman Rekha?
I would think, that he should have been more restrained, most definitely. And one expected much more from him. This is, I'm sure, as a lawyer and as a judge, as a past judge, I can tell you, I expected a lot from him. And this was the least, that I thought that he would do. I mean, this is the last thing I thought that he would do. I don't, I didn't expect him to be so unmindful of the difference between private and public, arena.
I'm sure a lot of people share your thoughts and they feel the same. But are you really disappointed with Justice Chandrachud?
Disappointed again. I'm not used to using such strong words. But I mean, disappointed means I'm not, happy with it. I'm not happy with it.
Justice Prakash, one thought which goes out far and wide, and where, I'm sure you also know about it, that, judiciary is perceived to be independent, and the government of the day is the biggest litigant. And then to show an increased bonhomie between Prime Minister and Justice CJI Chandrachud, this optics gives out a message which goes far beyond the courtrooms. Would you not agree with this? And how it's not palatable? This kind of an optics is just not palatable.
It's very uncomfortable. The show of bonhomie is very, very uncomfortable. And that's the thing, it feeds, the narrative of some people. But whether or not it should feed the narrative of those, that is the question. And you have to stand up, against that narrative at each and every point, at, little things. Also, they matter. As I said, a lot of wisdom has gone into the tradition of the judiciary. The way the judges are bred, the way the judges behave, etc. There's been a lot of wisdom, and these little things, they really count. They count. I mean, it should not be like an example that, look, he had done it, so even I can do it. It should not be like that.
In fact, I was coming to that question that, once these pictures are published, now, what is the kind of message this picture has sent out for the future Chief Justices of India, for the district court judges, for the high court judges? Does it not give out a message that, okay, look, try and be, comfortable, be friendly with the executive, and then, your promotions and your future will be taken care of? Now, does this not send out a message? And
no. I don't believe that anybody is going to buy this theory that this picture is going to give, a hope in anybody or a false expectation, or, an indication that they could get away with any side of it. I don't think people, generally have a lot of self-restraint. I know that from experience. People are very, very cautious.
No, but Justice Prakash, you have living examples like Justice Ranjan Gogoi, and who got a Rajya Sabha seat. Then likewise, similarly, when you saw recently Kolkata High Court Judge Justice Mukhopadhyay, he joined BJP, and he made no bones about it, for the fact that he kept on saying that I was in touch with the BJP leaders, and very publicly he said this in the press conference. So would you not say that people are bound to doubt the integrity of the judges, no matter how honest they are?
See, there are always a few aberrations. Okay. Like this, Justice Mukhopadhyay going and joining BJP right after his resignation, or whatever. I think his term was over, and saying that he'd been talking with the BJP even while he was on the bench. That is like completely unacceptable. That is something which should not have been done. And even now, when you look at it, see, people have a certain mindset. People have different slants. People have different beliefs. But that they can carry on only after they demit their office, not before that. So long as you're in the office, you are bound by the Constitution of India, which says that I am supposed to uphold the secular character of the country. And that is something which is very dear to us, and which we should preserve at all costs.
No, late Arun Jaitley had said that pre-retirement judgments are influenced by the desire of a post-retirement job. Now, this is what he said. Now, I feel a little awkward, saying things and attribute this to CJI. But the point is that these questions will be raised because he's bound to retire in 2 months' time. November, he gets retired. And now, if all of a sudden, all these years when he was a CJI, we never saw Prime Minister Modi, celebrating the Ganesh Chaturthi with CJI. But all of a sudden, these reasons are so abundant and so openly displayed that you have a Maharashtra election, you have a CJI who's retiring. Is he being allured? All these questions are there in the minds of the people.
I'm really sorry that the Chief Justice of India has allowed such speculations. This is the only thing that I can say. And as for post-retirement posts, etc., I would think, that there should be a complete bar on that. And it is right, that there should be, what period was it called, a cool-off period of 2 years or 4 years that used to be in the central government for central government officers. I think that should be there. I mean, why should you be, I feel very cheap even saying that somebody can think and talk and say that a judge is looking for a reward. This is preposterous according to me. How can anybody think, that you could reward a judge for doing his duty? It's come on. It's ridiculous. It's completely, preposterous, I would think, But if there are some people who need that kind of restraint, so, I guess there should be a cool-off period, or there should be no retirement, no post-retirement benefit for them. But unfortunately, what has happened is the judiciary has created a certain post where only, retired judges are supposed to be appointed. So where do you go then?
What do you think should the CJI and the Prime Minister's office do? Because the damage has been done. If we perceive it as a mistake, that mistake has been committed. So what should the CJI and the Prime Minister do now, according to you?
According to me, now what is the call of the day is this. See, this, this code of conduct for judges there was a background to it. Now there should be, a fresh kind of a demand that please, emphasize on the fact, not just, of being, proper, etc., integrity and all that. You should also stress on secularism. This is very, very important, that no religious functions, etc., should be done in public. I think, that's very important. And politicians are bound to take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
They look at their, own interests. They're not looking to the interest of the judiciary.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.